This is the MG HS Essence. It's a 2020 model, of course. $38,990 is the drive-away price, or from that price. LED headlights with nice little flashy indicators that swirl around. 1.5 litre turbo petrol 4, 119 kilowatts, 250 newton meters. 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and it's a little bit of a hit and miss, as most DCTs are. Lovely interior, it's very comfy. Powered seats on driver and passenger. They are heated, but they're not vented, which is a bit of a pain for an Aussie market car. Nice, easy to follow touchscreen here, and it does have mood lighting, which is accessible via the setup screen as well. Radio is only AM and FM, but it's a cool look for the radio. Hit the home button down here and hopefully we'll get a change. We do, so we get navigation, which also doesn't look too bad, but it is very slow to load. So you can go away, have a cup of tea, maybe scratch your bum for a couple of minutes, and then come back and it will still be loading. Yes, we know that, so we'll accept. Oh, by the way, all of this stuff up here for the aircon, you can't actually change by pressing all of that. So you've actually got to go in via the home screen and go into there instead. And it all works reasonably well. Back to the home screen, back to the setup, and in regards to all the little various bits and pieces in here, you can change all of those, even the sound, which is pretty good actually for an AM FM only tuner. If you want to actually go in and change the mood lighting, you hit the car and you've got these things in here. We have to say that the lane assist system actually hasn't been working terribly well. It keeps saying that it's on and off, and the radio too also comes on and off at its own accord. Ambient light setting, pretty easy. Just follow your nose and actually just swipe that and it'll all change back to where we go. Head and seating room, no problems at all. It's LED lighting on the inside as well. A nice cloth cover for the sunroof. And in the back seat we get a pair of USB ports, all very handy, all very comfy, all very roomy as well. Looks quite nice. And that's probably about 80% of the appeal of this particular vehicle. The other 20% is when the car's actually up and running properly on the road. That dual clutch gearbox, you get the right throttle pressure and it moves along reasonably nicely, nice and smooth. And it actually doesn't feel like it's causing too many issues. It's when you're sort of wanting to get it going, and especially if you come up to a stop sign, it sort of hesitates like most DCTs do, and then it sort of lurches forward. And having that 250 newton meters of torque come in at around 4,400 RPM, it's a bit light switchy. It'll just come on all of a sudden from around 3,000 RPM, and you sort of really do have to feather the throttle a little bit. But otherwise, at $38,990 plus drive away, it's turned out to be a pretty decent car, and a big thanks to DEC PR for the 2020 MG HS Essence.